Good morning. Hope you're off to a great start to your day. If you're looking forward to the warm days that are right around the corner, it's going to be perfect weather, but before you know it, those air conditioners are going to be cranking. So we're going to begin the show for you today with our good friend Jake Self with Hiller Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Air. Good to see you. Electrical, not heating and air.
You got it.
I said air because that's the topic today. I love this time of year because you kind of get a break on your electric bill.
Yep.
But then it's coming, man, around the corner. So you're saying get ready, people.
Yeah, we are in full-blown maintenance mode right now with all of our customers and anybody that's wanting to try to address anything that may or may not be happening with their heating and air system. Trying to wash the outdoor units and check all the electrical components before the demand is there.
So you brought two shiny pieces with you this morning, but they aren't always shiny?
Yes. So I brought two different things. These are brand new out of the box. So these repairs are very, very inexpensive when we're out there doing your maintenance. But when it becomes demand time in the summer, parts sometimes get a little harder to get a hold of. And you're going to call us out there for what we call a demand call versus a maintenance, and prices start going up.
Okay.
So this one in my left hand is what we call a capacitor. This is what helps start your system. These things just wear out, and they seem to wear out when the demand first starts. So we're going to hit 80 degrees for a couple of days next week. The first round of these weak capacitors will fail, and then we won't see them for a while until we hit 90s, and then you will see a whole bunch more fail.
Okay.
And then on my right side, this is a contactor. This is the on-off switch. And your thermostat says, I need air conditioning. This thing will pull in, and your air conditioner starts.
Okay.
This one, I feel that a lot more maintenance fails happen in these because bugs, we see snakes, we see field mice wanting to search for the warmth, and the electrical in this starts getting warm and they go finding it. And everything in here starts corroding, and the contact no longer works.
Okay, so on a traditional HVAC system, it's heating and air, correct?
Yep.
So if y'all have been out to someone's house for the heating maintenance part, is there a good chance that you've already seen these things, or is it a separate test?
We've already at least glanced at them and taken a preliminary test to see if there's any wear at it.
Okay.
What we like to see on these is plus or minus 10% of the rating that's written on here.
Okay.
And my guys have testers that they'll test that. And if there's an issue, they'll bring you this with their tester and just show you the numbers that are written right on here. And if the test is saying that it's plus or minus that 10%.
So I think that's pretty significant what you're saying, because transparency is big for y'all.
Yes.
At Hiller. So you really enjoy letting the customer see what you're finding.
Yeah, with us having digital gauges, all the guys have iPads and everything, we want as much customer interaction as possible, because there's been such a stigma of our industry. We go around the corner, we're looking at your system, and then all of a sudden we're going to give you this big long list and
that you can't understand.
So come with us, come look at what we're looking at. And if you're not at the home, all my guys have cameras on their iPads, so they're taking pictures of before and after what they've seen, and they're sending that with the invoice and our checklist. So you have all the data in front of you to help you make the decision that's right for you and your family.
Okay, so back to, this is the thermostat control basically? Is that what that is?
Your thermostat sends a signal to this to tell the air conditioner to turn on.
If you have noticed in your house, probably all of us have had that experience where it's hot outside, it feels hotter in the house than what the thermostat is set to.
Right.
Is that because there's a problem with that, or is that just because it's
Problem
so
somewhere.
hot?
Problem somewhere.
Okay.
If your system, because your system again is designed for the square footage of your house and how you live, if your thermostat is set for 74 and it's not 74, there could be an issue.
So when you talk about the preventive things, if you call now for your housekeeping call, it's going to be a lower rate than it would be if it was a demand call.
Right.
Is it based on the season or the need at the house?
It's just based on our two different programs. With the Hiller Club membership and us being out there at a maintenance, we're giving you the 10% off, and we're there for a maintenance. When demand, your
It's a one-off kind
Yeah.
of. Okay, so that's what you're encouraging people
Yes,
to be a
please.
part of, is that
Yeah.
Hiller Club. So remind us, Jake, of how that's set up, because your pricing, from what I remember, is pretty impressive.
So right now we're still honoring the half off of our club memberships. We have 3 different levels. A standard is usually just heating and cooling, or if you do already have a heating and cooling company, you can have a standard where our plumber and electrician will come out there once a year.
Okay.
And then we ramp up to the deluxe or our optimum, where you get all 3 trades. Our heating and cooling guys will go out there twice, one in the fall, one in the spring, and then electrical will come out and plumbing will come out once.
Okay. Since you mentioned plumbing, and I've
Mm-hmm.
had lots of plumbing issues in my life of late, do most people think about the need to have preventive maintenance on plumbing, and what does that look like anyway?
It's not as popular because everybody knows that there is a need for continuing to check your heating and air system.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's continuing to grab more attention to everybody because either your utility company's reaching out and you have high water usage, or your water heater is out, or we have a bursted pipe. So why not have someone come and look at every fixture in your house, taking pictures of every fixture in your house and crawling underneath and checking the condition of the pipes that may be there.
And that's what it looks like.
Yes.
You were talking to me before we went on the air about hard water. Is that a problem around here for a lot of people?
Yes. Yeah. There's certain areas, like we talked about north of Chattanooga, they're a little bit worse, but there's always a need of something to help your water system run more efficiently.
You mentioned the warmer days around the corner. So is it a good idea for people, obviously, to contact you to be part of that Hiller Club as soon as possible,
Right.
but maybe think about turning on the air
Yeah.
and test it to make sure it is
Yeah.
working the way you're setting it?
And you could be fooled, again, because it's cooler right now, and you turn it on and you go over to your register and I feel cooler, I think I'm good. But when we test anything, we're running it for a minimum of 10 minutes, so we can start looking at temperature splits.
Okay. Well, here's where you find them. You see their vans all over town that says Happy Hiller, because they want you to be. HappyHiller.com is the website. 481-9180 is the phone number to call. Think about having them come out to do that maintenance on your home. And the great thing too, knowledge is power.
Yes.
Now you know what you're dealing with. Thank you.
Thank you.